What does number 1 say? Sell call ratios when the underlying is very high. So, is the underlying very high? Yes, check, because look what happened. I mean, it's been moving higher, so they're pushing premium into these out of the money calls. Where we are, we already missed a lot of the move. So that's actually what's beautiful about this, is because you can still do something that makes perfect sense, whereas chasing this move would not make any sense. If we were to buy debit verticals right now at 380, 400, or even 385, 400, or whatever, pick a number, 360, 370, whatever, that would be absolutely asinine. That would make no sense. I mean, the stock is crazy high, and you're adding on to it, piling on effect. It just doesn't make sense. So sell call ratios when the underlying is very high, especially on gap ups when it's higher than anyone expected. Right? This pumps lots of premium into the out of the money calls. We know that. Facts. So now you have the framework to put on the ratio, because what makes the ratio work? The only thing that makes the ratio work is high premium in the out of the money strike, to make the low strike cheap, to put the spread on for whatever, a 50-cent credit, a dollar, 60 cents, whatever. All right, so that's point number 1. Point number 2, measure the at the money backspread value to see if you can get hurt going there tomorrow. Okay, super duper important, right? So let's go to analyze, and let's go to what would it cost. Like, we know that we are here, right? We are here at $30, correct? That's 30 bucks. So let's look at the other spread. Look at the at the money spread to see what it would be. So remember, I was telling you at the time we were at 350, but now we're at 345. So let's look at the 310, 345. Let's pretend that we're there tomorrow. How do we pretend that we're there tomorrow? We buy the back of the 310, 345, or 315, excuse me, right? 315, 345. I did not excel at math. English was more my thing. There's $30. So look at the credit. Let's get rid of this one. So do you see how this answers the question? What would the 385 385 415 backspread trade for tomorrow morning if we were there? The answer is right there in front of you. It's going to trade for 420 credit. The worst case scenario is that we open up where we want to go tomorrow, and we would get a 430 credit for something we paid 65 cents for. This is how we're measuring the at the money backspread. If the at the money backspread was trading for a debit, which would mean that you would have to pay to take it off, then the trade doesn't make sense. You don't want to do that trade because it's too dangerous. Because, I don't know, you could be there tomorrow. You could be there tomorrow. All right? We're getting there about the strike selection. We're getting there. Let's look at number 3. If the further call is very rich, that's good. It was, right? It was. The further call was very rich, right? We know that because, look at the average prices received. This is very rich to me. Something far away at resistance, look. This is very rich. That's $2. And that's the average. And I was selling some cheaper because I was selling some when it came down. So that wasn't so great, right? So there's that. So that's a check, right? Meaning check, we've got that, right? If the low call is above $3 to $4 and you only have less than $1 debit to overcome, then what is there to fear if the stock drops? Just move that call higher. That is correct. Meaning the other worst case scenario is what? We just paid 65 cents and now the stock is going to drop like a rock. Well, guess what? There's multiple dollars here. So all we have to do is move this call higher and get our 60 cents back. As a matter of fact, and we would not do this now, but what is it even right now? Look, 55 cents to move it up just one level, right? So you can move this up to the east side like the Jeffersons for 50 cents right now and get your money back, no problem. So nothing to fear there. Point number 5, be technical. This is super important. This is the last point, but it's actually very, very important. Sell the further out call at or near resistance. Did we do that? Yes. Check. We did that. 415. 415. There, I just did more at 68 cents. Right? So it makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Hey, this is Peter from ShadowTrader.net, and I just wanted to thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this content, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. And if you'd like to trade live with me every day in my weekly options advisory, then check out the link in the description below. I wish you good trading, and I'll see you in the room.